Hey traders, Mike Zero here. In the trader community, it has always been the case that men make up the majority of traders out there. However, in the past 10 to 15 years, there's been an increasing number of women traders, especially successful ones. Now, one successful trader that I profiled in the past videos was Linda Raschke. Now, one country that's seen a huge surge in the number of women traders is Japan. In fact, in Japan, it's reported that women make up a quarter of the online traders, and many of them are so-called housewives who play the stock market and currency markets in between their domestic chores. So in this video, I'm going to profile 3 successful Japanese housewives turned traders and share their stories with you. Let's get started. In Japan, a typical housewife who dabbles in currency trading while doing their domestic chores or taking care of their children is referred to by name as Mrs. Watanabe. Now, a legion of Mrs. Watanabes became a surprisingly big player in currency trading during the past decade, and that's to combat zero interest rates in Japan. Now, you can also see from this chart that Japanese interest rates have been near zero for the past decade. Japanese women, who traditionally have been custodians of family savings, felt that they had to take riskier bets in the stock market in order for them to achieve relatively higher returns. And as they got a grip on how the markets work and had success, they became bolder and dabbled in markets ranging from the currency markets, commodities, and even cryptocurrencies. The most popular trading strategy among the Mrs. Watanabes is called the carry trade. Now, this trading strategy works by investors borrowing a low-cost currency like the Japanese yen, typically from a margin account, and buying a high-growth currency to profit from the difference. So let me give you an example. In 2007, a popular carry trade was implemented by many investors who borrowed Japanese yen to buy and hold Icelandic krona, which paid interest on deposits as high as 18%. Carry trades can basically work with any currency as long as the yield of the foreign currency is higher than the Japanese yen. Now, currently, Japan interest rates are at negative 0.1%, meaning that if you borrow money from a bank, the bank would pay you interest rather than you pay the bank. And this is the biggest reason why this strategy is so popular, due to non-existent borrowing costs. Now, however, there are risks, especially if you over-leverage. There are 3 very famous and successful Mrs. Watanabes in Japan, and I'll share their trading stories with you next. Yuka is a suburban homemaker turned day trader. Now, she quit her full-time job when she married her husband, expecting to stay home and take care of their 2 kids, but she got bored at home and started dabbling in online stock investing, especially after seeing a program on TV. Now, she would eventually turn $2,000 of her savings into more than $1 million. Her trading style is based on looking at the technicals on a chart and trying to identify price trends. Now, like many price action traders, she would identify specific key price levels and look to trade only those levels. Each day, she would scan her home computer for price movements in stocks, futures, and foreign currencies that could lead to quick profits. She's a celebrity in Japan and has written several books on trading to share her experiences and inspire more women to play the stock market, sometimes without their husband's knowledge. She has a good quote about day trading, and that is, "Day trading is great because everyone is equal, even housewives. Success or failure depends entirely on how clever you are and nothing else." Known as the kimono trader, Yukiko is perhaps the most well-known and most successful trader of all the Mrs. Watanabes. She has made over $7 million in profits in her trading career, and due to the success is celebrated like a pop star in Japan, and also an inspiration to many Japanese women. Now, she started getting involved in the stock market in the year 2000 when a stockbroker friend asked her for some help in reaching a sales quota. After that first trade, she was hooked on trading, so she started educating herself about the markets, often by studying through the night after completing her housework and flower arranging duties. She tried to increase her family's wealth first by trading stocks, then moved into commodities, and finally tried currency trading, the market where she had the most success. She is also a technical trader, basing her trades on following the charts and looking for trending currency pairs to trade. In fact, she developed her own technical charts called the Yukiko V chart, which is used to help capture trends in the currency markets. Essentially, she claims that her charts allow you to be able to identify market trends or trend reversals much easier compared to candlestick charts or Heikin-Ashi charts, which I talked about in past videos. Now, if you look at her proprietary V chart, you can see that prices usually reverse in the form of an upside down V or V shape. In addition, she incorporates trend lines and support resistance levels to complement her charts. Since becoming successful, she also started to coach other women in currency trading, forming a group online called the FX Beauties. The group grew quickly, and at one point, they accounted for 30% of all retail currency trading in Japan. Now, one thing we can learn from them is their typical pattern of daily life, where their trading is often combined or coordinated with everyday routines such as childcare, housework, and social life. They will leave the markets at certain points during the day, particularly when the markets are slow, and that allows for reflection time, which is very, very helpful for traders. As well, this routine allows traders to step away from the computer and avoid forcing bad trades due to boredom. Mayumi has been a full-time housewife for 11 years until her divorce made her realize the importance of financial independence. Now, at the time of her divorce, her son was only 2 years old, and she wanted to look for a source of income while raising her son at home. Now, she came across currency trading and immediately made about $40,000 in 3 months after starting. However, because she had no proven strategy, she immediately lost it all. However, she was able to make it all back and more, and in her 15-year trading career, she claims to make a pretty good living from trading, averaging between $100,000 to $150,000 per year. And again, she is a technical chart pattern trader, often looking for patterns to set up, such as the flag or pennant chart patterns, and buying the currency pairs once the price breaks out. In addition, she looks for major support and resistance price levels to get in and out of trades. Now, like the other two traders, she also teaches other housewives and their kids how to trade. In fact, she taught her 20-year-old son how to trade using just his smartphone, and his son was able to achieve a consistent return of $1 million yen per month, which is around $9,000 USD, after only a year and a half of trading. So the question that we all want to know is, are women traders better than men traders? Well, men and women traders tend to think very differently in trading and investing. And according to opinions of psychologists who have studied the differences, when making investment decisions, men tend to rely more on guesswork and intuition than women. Now, beginner women traders usually put more energy to obtaining the necessary knowledge and approach trading in a more systematic manner. Now, they notice that women traders can more easily suppress the urge to win back their losses, and women have the ability, partly natural and partly related to their upbringing, to understand themselves and their emotions better than men. This is also why women tend to trade in a more organized manner than men. They follow their plan in a consistent way and devote only as much time to it as is really necessary. And they know that there are practically no situations where women would spend hours in front of their computer screens. Now, for my own observations in working with both men and women traders, first I would say that most of my students are men, with probably 30% of them being women. Now, this is a generalization, but I notice that many of my women students love asking lots of questions and trying to fully understand specific concepts that I teach. In addition, most of them prefer longer-term trading, such as swing trading or position trading, versus day trading. What do you think? Are women traders better than men traders? Please comment below. Also, for my women subscribers, what do you think? Thanks for watching. If you like this video and want to watch other videos, please click on the left for more videos like this and click on the right for the full playlist. I'll see you on the next video.